Are you searching for direction in life? Have you given all of yourself to everyone else and have very little for yourself? Have you put you on the back burner while taking care of the responsibilities of everything and everybody else while neglecting yourself? Life coach and mentor Mischell Gee has told us the wait is over. In this new movement called the Green Room, she's assembled friends of every walk of life that will share with us transformative principles that will change our life trajectory. Come join us for the Green Room experience. Your life will never be the same.
Good evening, and welcome to the Green Room. I am so very excited this evening. Oh, it's one of my favorite topics tonight. We're going to have a good time tonight. Y'all ready to have a little fun? We're going to have a good time. We declare in the Green Room that the wait is over. And a personal testimony for me, my wait was physical. Most of you all know that I've gone through a transformation over the past 2 years, and I've lost an amazing 143 pounds. And so one of the good things about losing weight is I had to go shopping because I couldn't fit anything in my closet. Fashion became a big problem. Who would think losing weight would make fashion a problem? Well, it did when you couldn't fit anything in your closet. And so I did something that's cutting edge that you hear ladies starting to do. It's kind of a buzzword. I hired a stylist, and I reached out to her and I said, you got to come to the Green Room and enlighten how you do what you do. So we're so excited tonight to have the styling expert with us tonight, Miss Ebony Mobley, who is thebomb.com when it comes to styling. Many of us think that styling is extra, or that that's an expense that maybe we can't afford, or something that we don't need. But it's actually something that you do need. I gathered so many things from my experience with Ebony. The first thing was it was encouraging for my self-esteem, and I'm just going to be completely transparent. We're at a phase in life where gravity is taking control, and things that once stood up don't, and we sag here, and we've got wrinkle marks there. We're just keeping it real. It just doesn't all look pretty like it did when I was sweet 16. But working with a stylist, she looked at my body composition and determined what I could look good in and what probably I should stay away from. And you know, we go in the store and we shop one or two ways. We either shop the sale rack and say, this is what I can afford and I will buy this today. And a lot of times it's not complimentary to us. So the other thing we do is we buy things that, instead of enhancing our natural features and our God-given things that make us look wonderful, we kind of hide those. So with my stylist, and she'll tell you I was probably a styling bridezilla, because I was like really curious. Like, I didn't get to see anything before my amazing photo shoot that was absolutely fabulous. She went and bought everything: shoes, jewelry, clothes, just picked it out from meeting me and measuring me. And so I'm so excited to bring to the Green Room tonight the styling expert who's going to tell you all about styling. So Miss Ebony.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here. Hello to all of you in the audience. I'm here to just talk about, styling and the importance of a wardrobe stylist for your image, especially if you are doing appearances, if you're doing any press, if you're a business owner. Your image is very important. And the first thing that you start with for your image, just like any other, I know we always compare a stylist to celebrities, and we think that we don't need one, but actually we do. And if you are someone who's always in front of the camera, of course, the world now is built on social media, it's built on appearance. Everybody wants to see visual. So you do want to make sure your image is up to par. So that's why I'm here. I am the styling expert. I've been in business now for about 6 years. I started this business in Jacksonville. When you book with me, you book an entire glam squad. So you don't have to travel to LA, you don't have to travel to Atlanta. You can book an entire glam squad right here in Jacksonville, Florida. And what made me start my business is a lot of people did not know who to go to. Back in the day, they had Olin Mills, they had Walmart, all of that good stuff for photography services. Well, I kind of realized that it's a service that's needed here, not only for styling, but for wardrobe, for makeup, people who are doing things, who are moving and shaking in the city. We have a lot of important people here, and they're always doing appearances. They're always needing a new style for their image. So That's why I'm here. When you book with me, you book entire glam squad. I am the wardrobe stylist. I also select a photographer. I select the makeup artist and even the hairstylist to complete your entire look. So I do choose the team according to your needs, according to the needs of the business, according to your target audience. And I also style a la carte. So a la carte is if you have an event, if you have a special engagement, and you need wardrobe styling. A lot of my services are more so for convenience and, like she said as well, for your confidence. It first starts with you. I like to tell people I do style, but I style according to you. I get to know your personality. I do an analysis for your silhouette, your body shape, all of that good stuff to find out basically where you came from and then where you're trying to go. And once I do that, I select the team that I feel best fits your needs for your personality, for your type business that you're trying to market. A lot of people are not familiar, but we have some very great quality photographers, makeup artists, but a lot of people just don't know who to select, and it can get overwhelming. So when you book with me, you do book the entire team. It's a convenience as well. I shop. I am the liaison to find a location if you need a location, if you need to shoot on set, all of that good stuff, because it does all come together. So I did have the opportunity to style her for her weight loss journey. And for her, it was more so a confidence. It built her confidence. It made her feel really good. Like she said, she really enjoyed the experience. And first and foremost, she is not a person that lets anybody dress her. So she was very pleased with her looks. And it made her just feel so good. So first and foremost, I would say a stylist is needed if you need to build your confidence. It's needed for your image. If you're in the industry, if you're in business, if you're in anything where you need to, be in front of a large group, a large crowd, if you're attending any events. And I also want to say I am Best Boss Stylist of Jacksonville, Florida. So I would like to say that. And I thank you for everybody who nominated me and, gave me that title. I really appreciate that. So that's pretty much what I do here local. I do travel as well. I've worked out of Atlanta. I've worked out of LA. I work with a lot of great people. And I continue to service Jacksonville just because I love Jacksonville and it's a service that's really needed. So that's pretty much who I am.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us. And outside of the fact that she is the best boss stylist and she is the styling expert, and you'll get a chance to see later why, I wanted to lift up the fact, in the green room we talk about our testimonies and becoming testaments and how our trials become triumphs, and no one got where they are without weight. And so I'm going to just ask Ebony if she'll give us a little bit of her weight story and on her journey to become the styling expert.
My weight for me started when I was younger a little bit. I am, of course, a plus size, full figured young lady. And for me, it just was not anything trendy. I started young back in the day. I've always wore every hair color. I've always went to almost every stylist here just because I was so diverse and different. But they didn't make clothes to fit me. And I didn't struggle with insecurity about my weight. It was more so I couldn't find trendy things because I was very trendy. I've always been what I like to call the black sheep. My mom asked me last week, what do you consider the black sheep? And for me, I've just always been different. Anybody who knows me know I've always been outside of the box. I've always dressed very different. Although I was plus size, I still dress very different. I used to cut up men's clothes. I used to distress the jeans like you see now. I did that myself. I used to paint my shoes. It was only one plus size store, which was Lane Bryant back in the day. So my weight was more so what got me started as far as being trendy and realizing that I was very different. But then as I got older, I began to realize and, of course, see that I am different. And I was always the black sheep, but the thing about me being the black sheep, at one point in time, I can't say I was very insecure. I just knew that I was different and I couldn't quite figure out what was my purpose. I knew that I was very passionate about doing hair. I knew I was very passionate about shopping all the time. My first job was the Avenues Mall. I have been in the mall from the shoe store to Chick-fil-A, like I stayed across the street from the mall. So as I got older, I used to work all of these corporate jobs, and one day I lost my job because I've always been a hustler. So So I've always been moving and shaking. I'm always the one that's probably gonna be late. And it's just because I had my child back in the day, and I worked for a mortgage company, but I would always just sit back and say, you know, I don't wanna do corporate. I wanna do hair. I used to watch all the hairstylists, like, they really are different. They're making a lot of money. So I studied the industry, not realizing then that's what I was doing. But one day they fired me from my job, and I had a supervisor tell me, don't ever sign up for another professional job. She actually, when they fired me, she gave me her laptop, and she was like, all of the stuff that you always talking about doing, you never on your computer, you always over here talking about the things that you really love and that you like, take this computer and do that. So from there, it put me in a really dark place at the time, and it was just because I was just transitioning. I had just had my daughter, I think she was a few years old, but at that time, it really started making me think about me, like, what is my purpose? I had went through a bad breakup, and of course we know when we go through a bad breakup, we kind of feel like that's the worst thing in the world. But I've just been telling people lately, when you're in your downtime, use that downtime for a reason. Get to know yourself. Your downtime, and when the Lord puts you in a place where it's just you and Him, I can say that's what truly happened to me. My story was never struggle. I was actually blessed enough to be raised in a loving family, but it got to the point where I struggled because I was independent on my own. And at that time, I'm just like, I'm never going back to another corporate job. So I kind of just started strategizing, writing down, planning everything that I wanted to do. And I knew I wanted to do hair because Jacksonville is not the industry for fashion. So I started working under all of the quality hairstylists here. I started as a shampoo assistant. And from there, it just grew, it just took off. So the main thing I can say is I really, truly tapped into my purpose. I found me. I realized, why am I so different? Everybody used to always, especially my grandma, like, you always dress so weird, so different. Where your clothes at? Well, now people pay me to purchase clothes. And I have made so much money these last 6 years in Jacksonville, where people say it's not an industry for fashion or it's not an industry for styling. Last year, I really made over $90,000 styling. I sat with my accountant and he blew my mind. So I'm like, I just put my first foot forward and I began the journey and I started working. That's the only thing I said. I used to always pray, like, Lord, let my work speak for me. So that's just what I started doing. I started working. I started connecting with all of the people in Jacksonville, the photographers, the makeup artists. I wrote a list of hairstylists and people that I wanted to work with. And I have surpassed some of these people in business. And I say that in a positive way because not only have I worked with them and for them, but they actually reached back and brought me back in. And now I can reach back. I refer all of my clients for makeup to those people, all of my clients for hair. I choose the hairstylist. I choose the photographer. So it all just kind of worked out, and I just followed my purpose.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. We're looking forward to seeing what you're going to do with your model that you brought and some of the styling tools, and how you can show us how we can build a wardrobe and how we can afford a stylist and we can be trendy. And so we're really excited about coming back to see what you're going to do with the stylist. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you in the market to buy new appliances? Or to buy new furniture or a computer, but you are concerned about prices? Prices nowadays are simply astronomical, and you need to be able to purchase it low, but in a convenient way. Let me introduce you to the Maxwell Club. The Maxwell's Club will allow you to be able to purchase directly from the manufacturer. The price of Maxwell's Club is only $39.99 a year. You can shop with thousands upon thousands of manufacturers. Finally, you as the consumer have the power to purchase like some of the major companies. As a benefit of membership, you get discounts and perks around the world at places that you shop at. Sign up today. www.maxwells.club.
In our world, women wear many hats. Whether she's our sister, auntie and mothers, or godmother, she tends to go out of her way to make everyone okay. But who checks on her? Lifetree Women Care Clinic believes in addressing all of women's health issues and preventative care issues to keep you going. Our state-of-the-art facility that can directly address all of a woman's health concerns. The caring staff of the Lifetree is waiting to serve you. Our director says it like this:
My goal is to meet every woman, one woman at a time, right where she is, and let her tell me what she needs so that we can work together to meet those needs.
Every woman deserves the best treatment, no matter what. We promise to treat the whole woman at the Lifetree Women's Care Clinic. Schedule your appointment today.
Isn't that the place to start?
Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome to the green room where we declare that the wait is over and the time is now. It's time for you, and you to hire a stylist. And what better stylist to hire than the styling expert? Y'all give it up for the styling expert. We're so excited to have her here, and we're so excited to see some of the work that she has performed for us while we've been waiting. So we're going to bring her model out, and y'all see what the styling expert has done. Model Patrice Love.
Yes. All right, Patrice. Yes. So this is our model, Patrice. I styled her in this suit. It is a nice, I love green. Green is one of my favorite colors. It always reminds me of money. But this is a green suit. I love this suit. It's good quality. I do want to let you know all of these wardrobe pieces came from, it's going to be Simply Cachet off of Pearl Street in the Black-owned business plaza. She's the boutique there. She did allow me to pull a wardrobe, so shout out to her. But this is a nice emerald green suit, and I decided to put it with a soft turtleneck. We are going into fall, so I do like to style according to season. This is a nice look that you can layer. So she can go to work with this on, she can go out, she can take the blazer off, go to a happy hour. She can pretty much do a few things with this. Of course, the hat gives it a little flair, a little razzle dazzle. She liked the hat. She's a hat person, so I love that hat. I want to give a different texture to kind of break up the suit a little bit. But we can also switch this to a strappy toe shoe if you're going somewhere a little bit more casual. But if you're going anywhere to work or something like that, then you can wear it with a pump if you choose. But I wanted to give her something that we can actually show the diversity of the look. So this is Patrice. And then I also have some wardrobe here that I just want to show you. These are two pieces that you can also layer. This is a blazer you can wear, and this is a one-piece romper. So if anybody likes this look and would love to shop, you can purchase it. Patrice actually purchased her outfit, you guys. I want to let you know that. She loves her look, so she purchased it. But this is also another look that's really snazzy that you can wear for work, you can wear for happy hour, you can go out on the town at night. So these are just two looks that are very versatile, and I wanted to show you that you can layer it. You can take some off, you can add to it to give a versatile look. And you can actually do these little nice embellished strappy toe sandals with this as well to give it a little pop. And to break it up a little bit, you can actually tie the straps around this to give it a balloon look. So it's several ways that you can wear this look, but I definitely love both of these looks for her. So this is Patrice, and this is how I styled her.
And so we have to ask you the $1 million question, because while the wait is over and the time is now, the funds are the funds.
Yes.
So for a look like this.
So for a look like this, I do a few packages with styling. I do a la carte styling. If you need a personal stylist, meaning you need me to be present, you have to do a fitting, I have to shop for your looks. It does start at about $350 per look. But that's not bad. That doesn't include your budget. And that's for me to actually be on demand, be there if you have an event to dress you and all that good stuff. But I offer an alternative package if you know your sizes and you don't need me present, you don't need to do a fitting. I actually offer an affordable package of $100, but it's virtual styling. So what I would do is still do a style analysis with you. I'll still do your fitting, your consultation, and all that good stuff. But for the most part, everything is virtual. So if you know your sizes, if you don't know it, I can help you get that. You just won't get a chance to get the personal styling and to see me. But if you just need looks, it's definitely good for if you're trying to build your closet. If you just need pieces, it's not for a photo shoot, it's not for an event, but you want to build your closet, then I would take advantage of the virtual styling. If you have something at home and you want to just add shoes and accessories and you need the look completed, that's good for virtual styling as well. But anything else that's a la carte and you want the full package, it does start at $350 per look. And then for photo shoots as well, we build a package with the entire style team. So you would get myself, photographer, makeup artist, hairstylist, and wardrobe included. And that's a different package. And of course, it is a little bit pricey, but it's worth it. It's a full experience. And it does give you the luxury of, say you're building content for your business. It's a good thing to plan a photo shoot, and with that package, you get more looks. So you'll get like 2 to 3 looks with that package. So, and I like to style at places that you like to shop, meaning I kind of get to know your favorites, and then I also offer alternatives that you may not know about. So when you book with me, you do kind of get a lot for a little bit, I would like to say, but it's very affordable. It's very worth the investment, especially if you're looking for a new image for business. I like to definitely talk about branding because it's important. Everything is visual. Everything is social media. So you definitely need the wardrobe styling for your image if you're in business. I like to stress that because it's very important. When someone clicks on your social media or your page, the first thing they're looking at is you, your lifestyle. They judge you based off how you really look. You know, they're spending their money. They want to know that they're spending money with someone that has quality lifestyle, especially depending on the business that you're in. So it's always good to have a stylist for your image.
Well, we thank you so much. We're so excited for Patrice and where we're going to see her on the horizon with her hat and her heels and her suit. She's looking good.
Yes.
With the belt and the, I'm trying to check the wrist pieces off. And okay.
Full package.
So complete look. You did accessories, everything.
Complete look. Accessories. When I shop for you, I do shop for complete looks from head to toe. Even undergarments. Foundation is very important. As with anything, it starts with the foundation. Even if you are slim, if you're a size 0, you still need foundation because the garment needs to be smooth. So yes, I shop for every single piece. Shoes, accessories, unless you have stuff. I do have some clients who are divas like yourself. So they have their own array of all kind of stuff from accessories, shoes. So they're like, no, I already have that stuff. So I do take that in consideration. And if you need me to build around that, I will. I'm not that stylist that just has to spend your money and shop for everything new. I believe in budgeting, just like with anything. And I always let the client set the budget for actual shopping. I do charge the service fee, but when it comes down to the budget for shopping, the reason why I like the clients to set it because I like for it to be more realistic, more lifestyle. I like for you to keep up your image even after when you're with me. It'll give you an idea of where you need to shop at. I send all your receipts so you'll get a good look at, okay, this is the stores. I never tried this store. So at least you'll see, okay, you may not need me this time or you may not need me for anything that's not a big event, but you can still keep up your image. So I do like to let you set that budget according to your lifestyle. Some people like to shop high-end. Some people like to spend, but they want quality clothes, but they don't want to spend a whole lot of money. So I just kind of let you set your budget for shopping because I like for it to be according to your lifestyle and the places you really like to shop.
Well, we appreciate your expertise. We appreciate having you here in the studio audience with you. You are the styling expert of the Style Emporium. Tell us about the lash boutique. You didn't talk about lashes. No, let's get a little lash plug in there.
Okay. I do own an eyelash vending machine. I started that business about 2 years ago when we got our first stimulus. I decided to take my stimulus check and flip it. And so I started a business. I own an eyelash vending machine, and what that does is you put your money in the vending machine and you get eyelash extensions. I have about 70 selections of eyelashes. We normally pop up, so we're not in an actual location. We like to pop up in different places. It's really fun. I get to interact and come from behind the scenes a little bit. So I started that business just as an extra stream of income, and I was a lash girl. I love eyelashes. I've been wearing eyelashes. I just was telling them in the back. I started wearing eyelashes probably about more than 15 years ago. I started with my aunt. My aunt had cancer, and she started wearing eyelashes, and I went with her one day, and I've been an eyelash queen ever since then. So.
All right, eyelashes united.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Ebony, for coming out and sharing your talents and showing us how we can style ourselves without breaking the bank and telling us about the need for it. And we look forward to booking you for future events.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Do you want to do a podcast? An actual video podcast, but don't have the equipment? Thought it would be impossible? Well, the impossible can become possible. Give us a call today. We can have your podcast on all of the major platforms in less than 3 days. Our staff is standing by to assist you.
You're watching the Inspired Network, and maybe you're watching us on social media. Immediately go to your Roku device, press Add Channel, and download us today.
In our world, women wear many hats. Whether she's our sister, auntie and mother's, or godmother, she tends to go out of her way to make everyone okay. But who checks on her? Lifetree Women Care Clinic believes in addressing all of women's health issues and preventative care issues to keep you going. Our state-of-the-art facility that can directly address all of a woman's health concerns. The caring staff of the Lifetree is waiting to serve you. Our director says it like this.
My goal is to meet every woman, one woman at a time, right where she is, and let her tell me what she needs so that we can work together to meet those needs.
Every woman deserves the best treatment,
Of that
no matter
much I
what.
know, I'm
We
sure.
promise to treat the whole woman at the Lifetree Women's Care Clinic.
Keep on laughing
Schedule your
at the
appointment today.
rain, I guess. Isn't that the place to start?
Hi Jacksonville, my name is Mischell Holmes with SVR Realty. I am your home buying and selling specialist in the Jacksonville area. I can help anyone, military included, buy a home, sell one quickly. If you have any questions on your home value, please reach out to me for a free home evaluation. Do you need help with your VA loan benefit? My assistance? Call me, Mischell Holmes.
Do you need a morning prayer line? A place you can call to hear from God? Call the International Prayer Council Intercessory Prayer Line, Monday through Saturday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 904-299-7241.